Unhappiness is not knowing what we want and killing ourselves to get it. Don Harold. Now, before the video starts, I do have somebody that is working on the Wi-Fi currently right now. So if I can't get this video out today on April 4th, then it will be out tomorrow. But we're going to try and push through it no matter what stands in our way. You feel me? But anyways, the topic of the video. I get the feeling that a lot of people think I'm unhappy. I say that because of the looks I get, the comments, the silence when I mention to people what I do. You know, I tell people that, yeah, I started up my own company and that I'm doing YouTube videos, etc., all of these things. And people usually light up at first and they think, oh, you're making 6 figures. That's great. Or, you know, something to that effect, like, oh, you're doing well for yourself. But then when you tell people that you're still in the startup phase, you get those looks. You get the little silence that people give and they're like, oh, okay. You know, it's like an unspoken rule that if you're not already making 6 figures, or if you're not successful, if you're not working your dream job from your college degree, that something's wrong with you, that you may have missed the mark or that you're failing. But to be clear, I'm not unhappy with where I am currently. I'm just not there yet. And it kind of details to why you shouldn't tell everybody everything, you know? I started telling people less and less about where I work and more about my business and my YouTube channel and what I do, because I would rather push people towards looking into that than seeing the other stuff that I do, you know, what I do to pay the bills, right? Because when people hear what I do, they sometimes give, like I said, that awkward pause, you know, and I get it. They don't get it. They don't get the long nights, the constant planning, the building, brick by brick, dream by dream, everything that I do, from video scripting to calling Apple yesterday and having to fix my app. Like, people don't see it. People don't get it. But here's the thing about that. Those people aren't supposed to. People aren't going to see your vision because the vision you have wasn't handed to them. It was handed to you. You were meant to carry that vision. You were meant to nurture it, to walk it out like a dog. And that's why your biggest supporter is always going to be you, because nobody's going to cheer for you harder than you will. Nobody can believe in your purpose more than you can, because at the end of the day, whatever dream you have is crushed when you wake up and you look in a mirror and you don't like the person that's looking back at you. Because every day the clock is ticking. Some days we use that time to its maximum potential. Other days, it's gonna slip right through your fingers. But it's not about being perfect every single day. It's not about exercising every single day. It's not about doing everything that you had on your schedule down to the T every single day. It's about, if you're doing what you need to be doing consistently, how much of your soul are you pouring into your goal over time? It doesn't matter if you worked on something for 5 hours or 2 hours. At the end of the day, if you are doing it consistently on a day-to-day basis, or however much you need to do it, you will get to your goal no matter the time. Being happy doesn't mean I've arrived. Being happy means I know I'm moving. I know I'm getting closer. I'm not happy because I'm settling where I am. I'm happy because I know what's coming. It's like going to the gym. You don't go to the gym to expect results the first day. You work out, or you go to the gym every day or twice a week, 3 times a week, to see the long-term effects. This is the same thing. Because look at it this way. Imagine your life is an elevator ride. You've got 100 floors to go and the penthouse is your dream life at the top. But there's a catch on that elevator. Every floor, the elevator doors open and you face a challenge. You're gonna fight self-doubt on floor 5. You're gonna face financial struggle on floor 12. You're gonna have to overcome heartbreak on floor 27. You're gonna have to rebuild after failure on floor 36. And then after all of that, you might get pushed right back down to floor 5 after you reached floor 36. and have to go through floor 12, 27, and 36 all over again. Now let me ask you one thing though. Would you get off the elevator early because the journey's hard? Or are you gonna keep riding that elevator, scars, setbacks, everything, knowing that when those doors open at the top floor, it's everything you dreamt of? Because some people are gonna get off at floor 13, at floor 30, at floor 40, and they're going to settle. Some people may get off at floor 36 and never recover. But the people who keep going, those are the ones who are going to finally look back and say, all that was worth it. Because let's get something straight. I'm not complacent where I am, but I'm not going to just sit back and be comfortable and coasting either. I'm just grateful. There's a difference between the two, gratitude versus complacency. Gratitude doesn't mean you've given up on reaching more. It means that you're aware of how far you've come. It's the fuel you need to keep going, not the reason for you to stop. Because not even that you have to support yourself, you also have to get support from the right people. Surround yourself with like-minded people. I know we've heard that before, because your circle matters. You have to be around people who are pouring into your cup, not the ones who are taking from it. Even the people who are slowly poking holes in your cup every single day, watching you drain slowly. Because some people are going to ask you, how can I help? Instead of, you're still trying to do that. You want the people who are asking you, how can I help you reach that dream? Not the people who are saying, you're still trying to do that dream. If they don't believe in the dream, that's fine. Not everybody's going to be able to help you get there. But you also have to make sure that they're not draining the energy you need to chase it. So if you're in a season right now where people are doubting you, or you're doubting yourself, remember this one thing. You don't need anyone else to go get it. You just need to keep going, because eventually they won't just see the vision, they wish they would have seen it sooner. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys are notified of videos that I upload. Do anything you guys can to have my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, Jazaya signing off.